Oh, yes, we are live with Lunch Break Live. We've got the Insatiable Vegan cooking in the kitchen today. What are you making?
So we're gonna do some cauliflower fried rice today. Better than takeout and healthier too.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, take it away. Show us what you
Okay. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna start out with a little bit of vegan butter, and I use Earth Balance. Well, that's what I'm gonna use today. And I'm using my hands. I do that a lot. I always say that's where the love is, in the hands. Um, so we're gonna melt this butter a little bit in this pan. And once it's melted, we're going to put in a little just egg. I normally don't use this type of stuff, but just egg is pretty good. And every now and again, I'll like throw it in a fried rice. Or if I really want, like, I don't know,
Yeah, I
an
found
egg sandwich or something.
the same thing with that just egg. It's like a once in a while, but it works really well. And it's made with mung beans.
It is.
Yeah,
It
so
is. It's insane. It's insane. And I always tell people too, if you're going to get it, and then I'm just going to throw a little bit of salt in. Not a lot because we're going to use some tamari in the rice and we don't need all that. A little bit of pepper.
nice.
Um, but yeah, I love it. And I always tell people if you're going to buy it, the first thing, always check expiration dates when you go out because a lot of times with things like just egg, they're not as popular yet. So they'll just sit on the shelves and it'll expire very quickly. You'll get it home and you'll be so upset. So make sure that you check your expiration dates.
Very good point. And make sure to use it right away.
Exactly. So while this is working, I'm just going to move this to the other eye and I'm going to bring the large pan out and I'm just going to scramble these eggs.
Yeah.
I like them scrambled hard, so that's what we're going to do. And while this pan is getting hot, we're just going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and get it all around the pan. And this is super easy. And 9 times out of 10, you have most of the ingredients and it's interchangeable to whatever it is that you like in your fried rice. So right here, I have the flavor and that is like, I want to say a knob or an inch of ginger. Then we have a medium onion and 2 garlic cloves minced. And we're just going to throw it all in at once.
Ooh, that sounds savory.
Yes, and let me tell you, like immediately the kitchen smells amazing. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that this does not wake up my little one upstairs.
So we're coming live all the way from New Jersey with Breck Oxford, who is known as the Insatiable Vegan. I love that. I love your name, your kids. And yes, Tom, she is making cauliflower fried rice with just egg. So we're just getting started here. We have Ishi from Trinidad and in the Caribbean. We also have people from all over. We're going to add those in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to Lunch Break Live. We're so excited to have you here on a gorgeous Saturday. Well, it's here in California. How's that weather out there?
Oh, gosh. It's okay. It's better than it was a couple days ago. It's in the 50s, so that's not bad. But I would take some California sun any day.
Come on out and visit.
Listen, you just let me know. I'll be right up in that kitchen.
I love it. Thank you for joining us today on Lunch Break Live. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now and let you take it away. What is going on in that pan now?
Okay, so now we're just cooking down our savory elements, our allium, which is our onion, our garlic, and our ginger, and our olive oil. We're just going to cook it down for about another minute or so. I do it on medium-high heat, so it's pretty simple. And this is so quick. This is not something that's going to take you forever to do, which is great, especially if you have kids or if you're super busy. And it's super good for you. And I know a lot of people are really skeptical about cauliflower rice. I get it. I was skeptical too. But it's all about how you season it with anything. So now I have our cauliflower rice. And what I did was I just bought a whole cauliflower and then I put it in the food processor. You can already buy it while it's already formed into rice, where it's pulsed down, it's a little bit more expensive. And I always say, buy something whole and do it yourself, just because you know exactly what's going on with your produce. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Control the elements. Now, I know, definitely people are supporting the frozen organic vegetables as well.
Yes.
I love what you're saying. If you can, get that fresh. And I love what you just said, pulse it. I didn't know that's what you did. I thought I had to chop it.
No. Put it in your food processor. It takes like less than 30 seconds.
And so this is raw cauliflower in the pan right now, yeah? With the flavor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. We had a question. Okay, this is great. And Ryan says, funny enough, I'm definitely eating cauliflower rice right now with sauteed veggies. Look at that.
Hey, okay, Ryan. Yeah, so now that this is cooked down a little bit, and because it's been pulsed down so much, it doesn't need to cook for long, which is great. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of tamari or soy sauce, whatever you like, for a little extra flavor. And then 2 tablespoons of sesame oil.
All right.
And again, this is a loose recipe. You can do whatever makes you feel good in your kitchen.
All right.
I don't use toasted sesame oil just because it kind of is overpowering. But if that's all you have, just use maybe 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons instead of 2 tablespoons.
All right. Now, you grew up in New Jersey. You moved to Brooklyn, New York, and you ended up working in some of the best vegan restaurants. You were managing them. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I just basically kind of fudged my way into management at these restaurants in New York. Candle Cafe is no longer around, but that was like the top restaurant when I was there back in the day. And then I moved on to Blossom, and I GM there. And Blossom is actually still around. And I'm still actually in contact with the owners there, which is lovely. And then I just kind of bounced around and fell in love with cooking and just different types of produce. Right now I'm just about to add the kale.
Oh, that's kale going right. Ooh. Do you have a preference on your kale? Do you like the elephant, or do you have like a certain type of, you just get what you get?
Well, I love a dino kale. That's my favorite for salads. And if I'm just going to eat it on its own. But whenever I'm doing something like a stir fry or a rice, I like to use the curly kale just because it breaks down easier and it sautés quicker.
Okay. Did you catch that I called it elephant kale?
I did. But we can call it that. Like the skin of the elephant is, which also happens to be my favorite animal, my spirit animal. So listen, it works.
Oh, I'm laughing at myself because I don't know the names.
That's okay. And now I'm gonna add some fresh shredded carrots. And then we're gonna add some corn.
Oh, corn.
Not everybody does corn, but I like it. So that's what we're gonna do there. And then we're just going to cook it down a little bit more. But yeah, that's what ended up happening with, just falling in love with cooking. And then I just started doing pop-ups around Brooklyn and in the city. Yeah. And then I started landing some pretty amazing clients. And that was it.
That's incredible. So you travel around and you are a celebrity chef in the entertainment industry, right? You
yes,
all different types of people.
Yes, all different types. I, cook for anyone, but specifically, I've just been blessed right now to cook for people in the entertainment industry. A little bit of bean sprouts.
Oh, yum! I love bean sprouts. Are crunchy. Yum.
Yeah. A little bit of scallion.
All right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna save a little for some garnish at the end.
Okay.
Some sliced almonds for some crunch and some texture. A little nuttiness. Now, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm adding some golden raisin. And It adds a sweetness to it that is amazing to me.
So have you found since 2020, now we're in this new 2021, do you find that there are more people who are requesting your services?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Absolutely. So I think because we're in the middle of this pandemic, people are scared to go out, understandably so. And it's nice because I can provide the restaurant in your home. I come to your home. You're literally a guest in your own house. You do nothing but sit down. You create a menu with me. It's custom to whatever you want, anything from 3 to 8 courses. And I bring pots, pans, plates, your menu, I serve you and whoever else you have over, and we have a good time.
Wow.
And that's it. Yeah. So it's been really nice.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so you went ahead and added the egg in there. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and this is to your liking, whatever it is that makes you feel good. You go ahead and do that. And we're done. We are done.
Fast. That was fast. Now tell us a little bit about your journey to veganism.
Okay, so I was dared by my mother in 1991, and she basically said, I bet you can't stop eating meat, because at the time I used to make bacon sandwiches every day when I came home from school. And I said, yes, I can. And that started the vegetarian journey. So I was vegetarian for about 23 years. And then when I started working at Candle Cafe, Benet Vinerik, who was the COO at the time, she gave me a hard time about it. She was just kind of like, you got to stop eating cheese and milk and eggs. This is terrible. You're taking stuff away from a baby calf. What are you doing? So I said, okay, I'm going to do this vegan thing. And of course, like most vegans who aren't born vegan, they're like, I'm never going vegan. It's crazy. So I did it, and I backslid and got an egg sandwich, an egg, cheese, and something, I think, on a bagel from a diner in Brooklyn who I never disclosed, where that was. I ended up getting food poisoning, and I took that as my sign to go vegan. And I've been vegan for maybe 12 years now. I lost track, but that's my story. It's nothing too exciting.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. That's incredible. Because actually, it's interesting you should say that, because I have heard other people go vegan after having some food poisoning, having some, having some challenge with something that they ate, that they went, oh yeah, no more, no more, no more. They're like,
yeah.
Or something grossed them out, So
yes.
Wow.
So that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we done?
We're done.
A complete dish. Is there any way we can see it? Or do you want to plate
it? I'll plate it. I can bring it so you can see it in the pan. Can you see? Is it good? Or?
Oh, that looks so savory. Oh my God. Wow.
I'll plate a little bit of it.
Right. Phenomenal. That was so easy.
It's so easy.
You'll be able to access this recipe on our website. You can also find the Insatiable Vegan on Instagram as well as Facebook, and book your dinner experience, right?
Yes. Brunch, whatever it is. I'm here for it. I'm here to come cook for you. I wear a mask as well as my staff if it's more than, 4 or 5 people.
Sure.
And there we go. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
What would you say to people who are just starting out or are plant-based curious?
I would say everyone tries to lean towards the mock meat, and that makes me a little nervous just because it's easy to put that into rotation a little too much, and then your health will go on the decline. So I would say try cutting something out first. Take baby steps. So maybe let's get rid of dairy first. Or maybe let's start getting rid of beef or whatever it is that you're eating. But I definitely would say be careful with the mock meat, because people are dying left and right because they're eating mock meats in copious amounts. Now, every now and again is fine, but remember, these things are high in sodium, which can cause heart issues. So that is the thing that I would say. And maybe start off with 1 day a week, having a meatless Monday like people are doing these days. I think that's a great thing to do. And try not to get so hung up on vegan and plant-based, because it reads very scary. And I think that a lot of people like to, say, oh, is that vegan? And I don't know. And, vegans are crazy. Let's try to get rid of the stigma and just think about whole foods that you love and you enjoy, and just get creative. Get some spices and throw them in, and that's it.
I love it. Great advice. Definitely, certainly taking one thing off the plate at a time and then going all in on one full day. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Wow, this has been incredible. And I think we first connected on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
She's got some great food that we show up.
Thank you.
And I just want to say thank you so much. Will you show us the dish one more time? And we'll take it the deliciousness. Everybody check that out. Easy to make right here on Lunch Break Live with Breck Oxford, also known as the Insatiable Vegan. Thanks, everybody. For playing. Please share this out. And there's a great film out called Conspiracy. Please watch it and share it with your friends. Thanks again for watching here on Lunch Break Live. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.